let the fun begin. All right, so as I said, the quarantine is making me a little loopy, like I know some of you are. And you really need to read these directions carefully because it's a little crazy, but I think it's really fun. So you're going to compose a song using the following method. First, choose your favorite thing in each row in the chart below. So each time you make a choice, you're going to write the rhythm that it corresponds to, okay? And you're going to make the time signature 4/4, and then you need to figure out where the bar lines go. So that's your first step, figure out your rhythms. All right, so the first thing, subject. Obviously my favorite is music. Come on. So I'm going to, oh, it's a quarter note, so I'm going to make sure it's 4/4, and I'm going to write my quarter note. Sorry if this is backwards. I can't figure out how to make it any other way, so that's okay. Deal with it. Then food. Okay, pizza, tacos, burgers, or veggies. I'm going to go with tacos, okay? So I'm going to draw that rhythm, okay? And then season. Let's say I choose fall. All right, fall. I like fall a lot. Okay, got my 8th note, quarter note, 8th note. Let's see. That's a beat, that's a beat. Let's see, together that's 2 beats. Oh, so that equals 4 total. So that's 1 measure complete. Okay, let's look at color. I really like purple. So let's see, making my next measure down here. Got my 2/8 notes, okay. Holiday, Valentine's, 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Valentine's. So I'm gonna put my 8th, my dotted quarter note, okay. Then this one is genre, rock, rap, country, jazz. I'm gonna put jazz, so I'm gonna put my little rest there. All right, that is, ooh, that's 4 beats there. So I'm done that measure. And then the last one, let's see, activity, reading, sports, video games, cooking. I'm gonna go with cooking. How about cooking? There we go. Quarter note, half note. Oh, look, 4 beats. So I have 3 measures total. The next step is to match up notes or pitches to each rhythm. So pick a familiar scale. I think I'll do B flat concert. So I'm going to write out the notes to my scale. Let's say I'm playing this on trumpet. So my B flat concert scale actually starts on C. So if you play a flute or violin or cello or something like that, it would be, you know, your B flat concert, but for trumpet, it would start on C. Maybe you want to choose C major and you go from C to C. Choose whatever scale works best for you, okay? So I have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Those are my 8 notes. Each of them is going to correspond with a number. Just number them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Okay, there's my scale. Those are my notes in my scale and the numbers they match up to. So then you're going to write down these equations and then figure out the answers to all of them. The answers will be a number, and then whatever number it is, you're going to log into underneath the rhythms there. So let's check out the first equation. The first equation is your age plus the number of states you've traveled to. So let's pretend I'm 80 years old and I've traveled to 10 states. So a 9 and a 0. Okay, so I'm just going to write down on another piece of paper, okay, all of my numbers, and then I'm going to line them up. Or I can do it right here on the same one. So a 9 and a 0. That's my answer to my first one. I'm just going to write all my numbers here, okay? All right, the next equation is my zip code minus the number of trees in my yard. All right, so let's say my zip code is 21014. Okay, that's a Bel Air zip code. And let's say I have 3 trees in my yard. So 21014 minus 3, 21011, right? Okay, so I'm going to write that number, 21011. I'm just going to keep writing my numbers there. All right, so then it says the address, my address, so let's say my address is 23, times, so multiplied by the number of instruments you play. So let's say I play 2 instruments. I don't, but let's pretend. Let's say, okay, 23 times 2, 46. Okay, so 46. I'm going to write that. All right, then the next one says the year you were born plus the date of your birth. Okay, so if I'm 50, sorry, I didn't say I was 50. How old did I say I was? 80. So if I'm 80, then I was born in 1940. plus the date of my birth. So let's say I was born on the 2nd of September. So 1940 plus 2 is 1942. Okay, so 1942. Okay, the number of chairs in the room where you're sitting plus the number of pets you have. So let's say there's 5 chairs in this room and I have 2 pets. So that's 7. I'm writing the number 7 here. Okay? That's the last equation. So if I have any zeros, I get to choose a different number. All right, so I have 2 zeros, so I'm going to make both of my zeros 1s. Okay, just going to make a note to that. All right, if I have the number 9, I would keep repeating the scale. So right after 8 comes 9, and if I just keep repeating the scale, oh, that would be a D. That's the second note. Okay, so every time I have a 9, that would be D. Okay, so if I run out of numbers to match up with my rhythms, I would just start the pattern over again. So let me first figure out what each note is going to be. So 9 is a D. I chose 1 for all my zeros, so that's going to be C. 2 is D. There's C again. Lots of C. Okay, 4, that is note F. 6, that's note A. There's another 1, that's a C. 9 is a D. A 4 is an F. A 2 is a D. And a 7 is a B. So now I have all of these lined up. Okay, and now I'm going to put them in order underneath all my rhythms. Okay, so my first note is D, then I have a C, then I have a D, then I have a C again, another C, 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 lots of C's in that. Okay, now I'm on the F, all right, and then A, C, D. It's a rest, so I don't have to log in anything there, so I'm going to put my next note there, F, and then a D, that's a weird looking D, and then a B. And that actually works out pretty well. But if I didn't have enough, I would just start the pattern over again with D. Okay? So what you're posting is a picture of this. Sorry if it's backwards. But that's what you're posting, a picture of. If you post a picture and it happens to be backwards, don't worry about it. We can figure it out. It makes it fun that way. You have an option to post a video of you playing it. So I'm also going to post a video of me playing it so you can hear what it sounds like. And that's how I composed a song.